Bluff City Media presents The Anthony Sain Show with your host, Anthony Sain. Now, let's get to the show.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to The Anthony Sain Show. This is, of course, my guy, Kenny Stubblefield, to my left, my right. I don't know how it's coming out to y'all.
How does it come on? I don't know.
I'm gonna tell you why I'm so thrown off, man. Typically, you the guy that's got the solid, black tee. I have some a little bit more graphics on it. You got you've got a shirt with words on it for the first time and ever probably on the show. And here I am with the solid black tee, man. I got the H&M cut joint. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling.
Yeah, you look good. Look at them guns, bro.
Wait a minute, bro. Wait a minute. You know what I'm saying, man? But yeah, y'all know what it is, bro. Y'all know what it is, man. I'm feeling good.
I'm repping the West Carryville Middle School volleyball shirt today. My daughter. Guess who we got our rivalry game tonight, man. We're playing Houston at Houston tonight. It's going down. The 8th grade girls are gonna dominate. It's gonna be fun.
Hey, I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it at all, man. But like I said, man, I had a pretty good weekend, man. I was in Nashville today. Not today, Kenny stuff. I was in Nashville this weekend. Julia had some housing stuff. She's in property management, so we had to go look at the property in Nashville. And I checked out the scene. I wanted to see what downtown Nashville looks like. How safe I felt when I was down there.
Did you feel safe?
I felt safe, man. I felt safe. I ain't gonna lie. I saw droves of white women in Daisy Dukes and cowboy boots, and I didn't know how to process it. But it was outside of that, kid, I felt good. Nah, Nashville's dope, man. Downtown Nashville is dope. I'll talk about that. I'll talk about that a little bit later on in the show. But Kenny, we have a guest on today.
Yeah, man.
I'm not gonna say he's caused some confusion in the city. He definitely hasn't done that. He's actually put out some great information. He's ended a lot of the confusion, a lot of the misinformation about certain things going on in the city of Memphis. My guy Sam Hardiman is in the building today, man, from the Daily Memphian. Sam, what's going on, my brother?
What's up, gentlemen? How are we doing today?
Man, good, man. I first of all, I want to thank you, bro, because the stories you've dropped over the last few weeks have been so mind-selling.
Some bangers,
for real,
dude.
Man. Like to get a lot of the nonsense. You've gotten a lot of the nonsense out of there, man. Just drop straight truth in a lot of anxieties, a lot of worries the city has had about certain things by just laying things out and making it flat and plain. Now, with that being said, though, Sam, I'll just be honest with you. There are a lot of people who still might be confused about some of the details of what you're saying. I don't want you to get deep into the weeds, but can you just give a general overview of what's going on with the FedEx Forum situation and the lease with the city of Memphis, and what some of the possible holdups maybe? The White House.
To be pretty clear for people, the Memphis Grizzlies, Shelby County, and the city of Memphis, because Memphis, everyone's got to keep in mind, Memphis and Shelby County jointly own FedEx Forum. It's like they share custody of a child, right? They have agreed to essentially, in broad strokes, to how $550 million of renovations is going to be financed and how it's going to be paid for. And it's going to take essentially 7 to 12 years over time, subject to change, but in that window of 7 to 12 years, that $550 million renovations. At a broad level, the parties have discussed a second lease past 28, plus the 28-29 NBA season. And there's an understanding of some of the terms of that lease. I'm not going to say they have an agreement on the lease. They definitely don't. But they have an understanding of what the big parts might be, right, of a lease. And so that would then lead everyone to question why. Well, if we have a plan for renovating FedEx Forum, we understand, maybe the broad strokes of a lease, a second lease for the Grizzlies in Memphis. What's the holdup? The holdup, and this is from our reporting at the Daily Memphian, is simply the condition of downtown Memphis. It's the condition of the neighborhood around the Grizzlies, Beale Street, further areas, the cleanliness of downtown, sort of the dynamicism of the city in general. That is what the holdup is, and that's why we still don't have a second lease with the Grizzlies yet.
When you were listening to some of the issues, like we read the story, we've discussed these things at length for the last week or so. What do you think is the pecking order, or is there a pecking order? Like, what do you think is the major issue with the Grizzlies organization? Is it crime? Is it just one to make the downtown area more vibrant, more of an entertainment district? What do you think the major holdup is as far as the pecking order, or do you think there is?
I think pecking order it's a great question, Anthony. I'm not sure I'm comfortable answering pecking order. What I would say is, like, what we need to do, and you guys have discussed this at length, right? But like, we should put it in 2 buckets. It's the actual crime, right? Like the events that occur, right? Which are a lot more rare than people believe, and that's why I say people believe, right? Like there's the actual condition of the place, the crime, etc., and then there's the perception of the place, right? And those are the two key buckets here, right? Is the situation on the ground certainly needs to improve, but at the same time, the more important thing, more likely, and I think maybe this is answering your question, is probably the perception of the issue, right? Is how do people feel, and without getting fraught into all the dynamics that come with a place like Memphis, right? How do suburbanites essentially feel about coming down to downtown Memphis, right? Because you don't have a successful NBA franchise if people in the suburbs do not feel comfortable going to Grizzlies games or going to concerts, right? Like that is just the way, that is the perception as it is now. And so that's, I think, the two buckets of the actual situation and the perception of the situation.
Do you think that making that area, revitalizing the area around FedEx Forum, whether it's making it more of an entertainment district, making more shopping or restaurants or whatever, do you think those type of things could fix that perception issues? Well, when it comes down to perception issues, we talked about that too. Some of those issues you're just not going to change. Some people just have the way that they feel, and you're just not going to get that customer. But do you think for the people that are fringe or waiting to come back, do you think those type of things could fix that perception?
Yeah, look, I'm not an expert in these things, but certainly, like, look, to be clear, I live in downtown Memphis, right? Yeah, so I'm there every day, wake up, that's where I rest my head at night, and it's definitely like, and I've lived and worked in Memphis since 2018. I worked in downtown Memphis in 2019, right before the pandemic. It is a very different place than it was in 2019, to be quite honest with you, right? Like it really, like everyone went away during COVID, and they haven't really come back, and so to that point, if downtown were to become more dynamic, if there were just more coffee shops, more active bars, right? Like you see some of these great success stories of businesses there that have opened up and done really well. If more of that is happening, if there is a more vibrant Beale Street, potentially, that definitely brings people in. And in terms of like what I can say is, in terms of studies of crime, right? Foot traffic helps. Foot traffic keeps crime away, right? Like, so absolutely it could, but to your point, like, it would probably also take some targeted marketing, some targeted, like, genuine strategies to get people who have this perception of Memphis, fair or not, in their head, to get them over the hump, right? And I think that's going to be difficult.
But does it feel like to you that it's I believe it does feel this way. Does it feel like it's a team effort? Like they're both saying, hey, these are the issues, we'll work together to figure these things out? Or does it feel like the Grizzlies are pointing fingers at the city of Memphis? Which way do you feel is going?
I think what I would say is at this time, right, in August of 2025, right, everybody's at the table. Everybody's trying to row the boat in the same direction, okay? That's not guaranteed to always be the case, right? Like at some point, interest may diverge, right? But right now, like the Memphis Grizzlies, let's be really clear, have made no moves, motions, whispers, hints about leaving Memphis, okay? They have not done that. And it'd be very easy for them to make noise about that. Very easy. And so they haven't done that. And so right now, everybody's rowing the boat together, to answer your question. How long everyone rows the boat together, that's going to be, time is going to tell on that.
For sure. I joked last week on the show about I thought that Mayor Young kind of backed himself into a corner, putting out a deadline that nobody really asked for. Like he kind of put that ahead of himself. Like nobody's been, I'm not gonna say nobody, but we still got 3 or 4 years left on the lease, right? And he set his own personal deadline of saying, hey, I plan on getting this done by this summer. Do you think that he kind of did pin himself into a corner by doing that, or do you think it is well within time that he needs to start trying to knock that down?
Yeah, I mean, it's not for me to say what he should do, but I will say is, like, look, I think the mayor may have set a deadline. He may now has moved the deadline. Like, right, we reported that. Who was harmed by that? Nobody. I mean, we just kind of talked about it, right? Like, exactly. Like to be real about it, it doesn't really do anything. It doesn't actually, like. And so, like, yeah, there's some talk in the media, but that's just people talking in the media. It didn't actually do anything. We still have some, to your point, there are plenty of years.
Time.
Yeah, there's years here. Like, the city certainly feels urgency to get this done, right? Like that, and that's where the mayor was coming from with those comments, right? And so that's where I would put it. Is it's 2025. There's still time here. Clock is starting to tick, but there's still time.
Yeah.
Sam, I got a question for you. We've talked about it a little bit. You dropped some bangers over the last couple of weeks in terms of articles and just really creating conversation, which is what I think everybody wants to do in this media institution, right? They want to create conversation. Were you surprised by where the conversation went, nationally, locally, all that kind of stuff? Were you surprised by the response that you got from that initial conversation or that initial article that you wrote?
Yeah, I mean, that's a great question. And I would say, like, for me, like, because I'm just a straight news reporter, right? Like, that's my job. Like, I don't have, any really other platforms. I make appearances elsewhere, right? I'm doing this right now, right? And like, so I'm never really trying to, have conversations. It's more for me, like, I'm just kind of out there grinding, trying to find facts, trying to confirm those facts, make sure that those facts make sense. I mean, the reason we worked so hard on, the story we're talking about today is because, like, we felt a vacuum in the marketplace, right? We felt a real vacuum in terms of what is the information. Like Anthony was talking about it, right? Like, there was a lot of speculation. There was just empty noise where people were just like filling space. Like, they're going to do this, they're going to do that. And like, this process has been going on behind the scenes for 2 years, right? Like, some of the things I wrote about in my story last week was literally stuff that I probably knew a year ago this time, or even before that, right? And was really just trying a matter of confirming it. And so the second part of your question about, like, was I surprised? Like, I've written a lot of articles in my career that, like, I mean, I don't think this one's been one of the bigger talkers. We call them talkers in the newsroom, like, people want to talk about it. This has been one of the bigger ones, but like, I've written a lot of my career, and for me, like, I try not to think about like how the conversation is going to go, because I got no control once I let the facts out. My job is to get the best facts, frame it in the best way, so that people that informs their conversation. I'm not surprised that people have been like really into this, because like the Grizzlies are the thing that binds the city together, right? Like, you go and like, I've written this before when I was at the Commercial Appeal, but like, and I've seen this with my own life. Like, you go to like, we're the very segregated city still, right? Like, to this day, we're very segregated. And you go to the upper deck at FedEx Forum, that's probably the most integrated place you'll see in Memphis, right? Like, it's pretty close. And so like, that's what binds the city. And so like, no, it's not shocking to me that people really care about the future of their NBA team,
Yeah, facts. Got another question for you, Sam, before we let you go, get back to your time. You said that you've been here since 2018. We talked a little bit before the show started. You were talking about you raised a family here. You're not just, a guy doing a job. You rest your head and you have a family, you know what I mean? So with that being said, what were some of the things you heard about Memphis coming in, and how do you feel about being a citizen of Memphis now, as far as just everything? Like, it's like, to kind of dispel some of the things that people say. Do you feel relatively safe? Do you enjoy yourself? Are you able to have fun? Like, do you enjoy downtown living? Like, what are those?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, to be honest, downtown is pretty quiet. Like, that's what I would say about downtown, right? Like, I mean, like, if downtown were a little less quiet, maybe we'd be having a different conversation about like where the lease was, right? But like it'd be a little more dynamic. But no, I mean, look, I lived in Midtown, downtown. My whole time here. It's been it's been wonderful to me. Been wonderful to my wife. We've loved it here. I love this city. Like, to be quite honest with you, like, it's become a second home. That's a cliche, but like, like, it's a place where if you put into it, it'll put in back to you. And I appreciate that. Like, as a guy who grew up in Rhode Island, grew up in the Northeast, grew up in an grew up in an old mill town that, had more people probably in, the 1890s than it does today. And so like, I've seen like, sort of that Rust Belt vibe, and like Memphis sort of has like the Southern Rust Belt vibe to me. Like, that's how I feel about it. It's like, it's a working class city, a city that works hard, and it happens to be Southern, but it's a hardworking city, and that's what I like about it. And so no, I mean, I have a good time, man. Like, I donate all my money that I make here to the city golf courses. So
I had to catch what you were saying. Yeah.
Where do you play? Where do you play at? What's your favorite spot?
I mean, my favorite course is Pond Hill. I love Pond Hill. It's got a lot of good golf holes. But I play everywhere. Like, I play pretty much every city course. I was at Audubon this morning hitting golf balls. So like, I use Leftwich Tennis Center all the time. So I'm a big tennis guy. So yeah, I love the city. Absolutely.
I grew up in that Audubon neighborhood, and I was driving by it today for the first time in a long time, and that Audubon Park looks nice now. Like, they got to look in that golf course, especially, They've done some really good work to that place. Is it 9 holes or is it 18 holes? There?
No, it's 18 holes. There's 18 holes, and then there's a 6-hole 3-putt course, like a par 3 course. And then they got the driving range. They got a putting green, and then you got Leftwich Tennis Center next to it. And then the city's put real money into the actual park itself with the walking trails. They have a futsal court. I think that's like soccer with boards. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. That is a place in the center of the city where you can see sort of the quality of life that Memphis has to offer. And I think the thing I think is cool is you see a lot of DeSoto and Marshall County tags in that Audubon lawn. You see a lot of people traveling to play that course. And I think that's a big perception breaker, right? Beyond what, the Grizzlies are as a cultural import, bringing people into the city. Golf is low key that way too, and that's, I think that's been an important part of that investment from the city's perspective.
For sure. Sam, another story that you wrote that caused a lot of uproar in the city is talks about XAI. What is there any current developments about that have happened since you wrote that story, as far as people's concern is, the air quality and things like that? So are there any other? Plus, we saw that they're in, I think, South Haven now. That they've got one.
Yeah. We wrote about 3 weeks ago now that essentially, XAI has modeled. They purchased a former natural gas plant in South Haven, Mississippi. It's probably a mile south of the border, literally. Okay. And so, they have modeled, they've submitted documents to the Mississippi Department of Environmental Quality, which is the statewide health department for Mississippi, essentially, not health department, but environmental regulator, I would say, doing the role that Shelby County Health does within our municipal limits. And, essentially that to power their second data center, they're going to build what will be a private natural gas plant. Okay. And so the nitric oxides, which is just one smog causing chemical. There are many other smog causing chemicals, but nitric oxides from that plant, the permanent plant, not the turbines they're going to use between now and then, which the permanent plant, which will also be essentially natural gas turbines. So now I get really in the weeds. We're talking about the emissions essentially of adding another Valero plus a third. Okay, so 1.3 times what the Valero Memphis refinery emits in terms of nitrogen oxides. Okay. So that is going to be a significant thing. It's going to be very not great for air quality. I'm not trying to be pejorative when I say that. I'm not trying to. I'm editorializing. Nitrogen oxides are not good for air quality. There's scientific facts there, right? And so that is going to be in South Haven, Mississippi, a mile south of the Memphis border. That means people of color in South Haven, Mississippi, people of color in Whitehaven, Memphis, Tennessee, are going to be breathing that air, right? That's really what is going to be happening here. And so that's probably the most important and recent development on the project. Yeah,
for sure. But Sam, thank you for coming on today, man. I know you're a busy man. Appreciate you coming on with us today, brother.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate you.
All right, man. Appreciate you. All right, that's my guy Sam Hardiman, man. Busy man. Hey, I can't have a guest on the show, but I was about to talk about they're in the interrogation room. Hey,
I know.
Man. Hey, that's my guy, man.
That's the new. He told us beforehand. That's the new Daily Memphian offices, and I'm like, man, Daily Memphian needs some color on the walls, baby. Let's go.
What, man? Some posters or something to enjoy, man. But yeah, it's good having guys on who aren't the commentary guys who are just straight fact shooters like himself.
Yes.
Even with that, he was able to kind of dig into the articles he's written over the last week or so and kind of give some more details to flesh some of the questions out people may have. So thanks again for Sam Hardiman coming on today. But Kenny Stubblefield, someone else that is been in Memphis for a while now, man, and represents Memphis to a T, is our good friends at Grade A Pest Control. Kenny, I told you, Julia said she heard some. She smelled some in the garage the other day. Man, I found it the other day, man. I found what she was smelling. It was laid on the trap. It was on a trap she didn't know nothing about. It's a trap that she hadn't even seen before. So, but my guy Reggie was like, man, if you need me to come out still, I will. But I really probably don't have to. I said, you good, brother. But that's the fact that he checked on me as his client, that I gave him an issue. He was ready to come out here today to see if there was anything he could do about it. I do appreciate that, man. He offers over 20 years of experience offering pest and rodent control. Kenny Stubblefield, a homegrown business, man, from a born and raised Memphian, committed to excellence by applying human and pet-friendly products that are safe and highly efficient to meet your pest control needs. My guy came from corporate America, man, to come into your homes and serve at the same level of professionalism, man. Go check out our good friends at Grade A Pest. Give them a phone call at 901-628-4867. Shoot them an email at gradeapservices@gmail.com. And like I said, man, my people at Grade a pest. With Kenny Stubblefield, regardless of how you feel about this whole lease situation, the Grizzlies are going to play basketball this season. You know what I mean? They're going to play basketball in a few months. We're about 5 weeks away, man. We're about 5 weeks away from media day, and which of course means that you're about to start training camp and all those type of things.
I just want to celebrate. We made it through the dark days of nothing happening, bro. We're here.
Oh man,
Tiger football starts this Saturday.
Right.
Tiger basketball is about to start up. Grizzlies.
Yeah, we almost there for real, man. We almost there because this definitely won't be a Tiger football show, but hey, it's something to talk about for sure.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah, we'll get it in, man. We'll get it in. But yeah, man, shout out to my guy, Sam Hardiman, once again. But Kenny Stubblefield, like I said, the Grizzlies do have games coming up pretty soon. The regular season is about to kick off. Throw up them FanDuel numbers, man, for the Grizzlies once again. Their win total, we talked about these last week. We're going to throw it to you again, man. The Grizzlies win totals, 45-plus games is at plus 225, winning 50 or more. I ain't gonna lie, I'm looking hard at this joint, man.
I'm looking hard at that
625. Yeah, like that's 6 times your money right there, man. I might see what's up with it, man. And at 55 plus, if you're feeling frisky, Kenny Stubblefield, at plus 1,500, man. If you're in the mood to bet that type of those type of odds on the Grizzlies, if you're really feeling like they're gonna do their thing, man. But like I said, we're about to take a break, man. When we come back, it's gonna be more the Anthony Sain Show. See you guys in a minute.
In the heart of the Highland Strip for 27 years, Trilogy Tattoo has helped tell stories for Memphians for generations. Located at 530 South Highland, Richie and his team are waiting to help you tell yours.
From tattoos to piercings, your body art should be as unique as you are. Voted a Memphis Flyer top 3 tattoo shop in the city of Memphis since day one. Your story will be safe here at Trilogy Tattoo.
Open 7 days a week, Monday through Saturday, 11 to 11, and 3 to 11 on Sundays. They have convenient times waiting on you. Let Trilogy Tattoo help you tell your story.
That the one stat that could swing the Memphis Grizzlies is 30.5%. What is 30.5%? Is that over his past 3 seasons, Ja Morant has shot just 30.5% from 3, which is the worst mark amongst all point guards in that span with a minimum of 500 attempts.
Boy, and it's bad when the person that's most closely linked to you in terms of 3-point percentage over the past 3 years is nicknamed Westbrick. I mean, pace and space is really key, and as good as Ja Morant is, his best quality is getting to the rim, and the best defense about getting to the rim is being able to play off of him a little bit. Listen, Ja Morant's going to be amazing. He's going to be amazing, but I'm not going to say that there's a ceiling to Ja Morant, but if you want to go superstar and you're talking about being the best player on a finals team, you can't have a hole as big as a hole in Ja Morant's game that this 3-point shot is.
Tune in to the $2 Sports Show with Rusty Witten and Drew Gann, Monday through Friday at 11 a.m., only on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel.
Malik Beasley is no longer a target in the federal investigation that the FBI is conducting. Quote, months after this investigation commenced, Malik remains uncharged and is not the target of this investigation. An allegation with no charge, indictment, or conviction should never have the catastrophic consequence this has caused Malik.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's about to change from the NBA to the MBA as Malik Beasley sues the NBA for all he's worth and changes it to the Malik Beasley Association, because I would absolutely be livid.
He was going to sign a $42 million contract over the span of 3 years. He's now filed bankruptcy and
and he could have $42 million across 3 years from the Pistons, who were eager to give it to him. Like, it was going to be one of the early signings in free agency. He earned it.
Tune in to The Daily Grind with your host, Luke Hatmaker, every Monday through Friday at 7:30 a.m. live on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel.
All right, y'all. Welcome back to the Edge of the Sain Show. Shout out once again to my guy Sam Hardiman, man, sliding on with us today. And we can now confirm, Kenny Stoville, he's a handsome guy, man, good looking guy. There, Sam Hardiman, man.
He got that. Hey, he said he's from Rhode Island. He's clearly been in Memphis. He got that Memphis haircut, man. He's got that Memphis haircut.
I was looking towards my boy Chop too, man. Hey,
boy chopped up good.
Real talk, bro.
He got the Memphis
real talk, man. Hey, bro. I ain't mad at him, man. My guy Sam Hardiman, man.
He wanted to make it very clear, though, that he is a married man. He's not out here.
So don't be in the DM, man. Don't be out here on no. Don't be out here on no bullshit, man. You watching my boy's show, man. Hey, but for real though, for a guy, you know what I'm saying? That's when it comes down to government and politics, man. That's the type of guy I want covering.
Just straight facts. Just facts.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna give you any commentary. He's not gonna
emotional shit, man.
He's not gonna get emotional about it. He's just gonna tell you, this is what I know. This is what I'm reporting on.
Yeah.
And y'all take the conversation where you want to take it. Like that.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
He said, I ain't really worried about it, bro. I'm just dropping this bomb on y'all. Y'all do what you want to do with it.
That's why I couldn't do that job. I don't think I could do that job.
I'd be able to come in on these folks' ass, but like, hey, that's you have to be like that though. You know what I'm saying, for what he's doing. So
yeah, 100%.
Hey, shout out to my guy Sam Hardiman. But Kenny,
I know we don't want to make this a Memphis football podcast, but
yeah, bro,
we do have one question, and I
got an answer too.
All right, hey Kenny, you got to explain why AJ Hill's third quarterback on that depth chart that came out today. Anthony, what's your answer?
No, talk amongst yourself. I'm going to tell you why. Go ahead. All right, give me 10 seconds.
Oh no. So if you look at the depth chart, it says or. So it says Brendan Lewis is the starting quarterback, Arrington Maiden or AJ Hill is the backup quarterback. So basically it's an either or type of situation. You're going to put Arrington Maiden up at the top because he's been with the Tigers a little bit longer. So I don't think that has anything to say. You can go on YouTube, the Bluff City Media YouTube channel right now and watch the press conference from today. They dropped the depth chart literally as Ryan Silverfield was walking up to the podium. So anyway, he talked about AJ Hill and talked about how good he's been and what they're expecting. I will say this to you though, like Anthony, I would not expect to see, unless there's injuries, unless there's whatever, I would not expect to see AJ Hill getting a ton of snaps this year. Like one of the questions that was asked was, would you be willing to put in like a package for him or some kind of like where he gets some regular playing time? I don't think Ryan shot that down and was like, no, we want Brendan Lewis as our starter. I want to be able to have a depth chart 10 weeks into the season that he's our starter because he's number one, playing well, and number two, he's not injured. So there are some other interesting questions about the depth chart. We won't answer them here. Come on Tigers Untapped tomorrow and on the Bluff tomorrow. We'll be talking about depth chart business. There's some players, Anthony, that like came in that you thought, nah, stop it. He's so crazy.
Well, you know, whatever you know I'm talking about.
Hey, that's fine. That's fine.
Whatever you know I'm talking about.
Let him move on. Let him go. That's fine.
Hey,
anyway, but there's some players that like were getting some preseason publicity, and their names were not on the depth chart. There was a lot of questions about this dude. So check out. At 10 a.m. tomorrow on the Bluff and 3:30 tomorrow, Tigers Untapped. We'll talk all about it.
How's my guy doing, man? The tailback that got hurt last year.
Man, they said he's back. They said now it's just Ryan was talking about it. He said,
what's the name?
I think Sutton Smith. Literally one of the greatest kids I've ever met in terms of athlete at the University of Memphis. He's fantastic. Had him in the Bluff City Media Studios back when we did have a studio. He's great. But anyway, he just talked about how he's excited. He said he had a conversation with him last night where he said, listen, on your first touch, I want you to celebrate your first touch, whether it's a 100-yard rushing touchdown or if it's a 1-yard loss. Just get there, get the ball, get tackled, and get up, and you'll be fine. Like, we'll keep moving and keep pushing forward because your first touch coming back from an injury like that, your first tackle, there's always some kind of mental situation there, and I think that's where they're excited to see him kind of.
Yeah, I'm pulling for him, man. I'm pulling for him for sure, man. I'm pulling for him for sure. Hey, Hey, bro, I might apply for some Tiger football credentials this year, bro. I might just gonna be your Johnny on the spot.
Too late for you, bro. Sain recruiting him there to Colorado already, bro. Sain's a.
Hey, bro, I'm not recruiting. I'm not a college football recruiter, bro. I'm just telling you how this is about to play out, bro. The highest school history is about to leave because we got I don't know.
I mean, why would AJ Hill go to Colorado, man? They put out dudes that they put out a quarterback that's probably not going to make his team that he got drafted on. And number two,
who ain't gonna make that team?
Who?
Shedeur make the team, bro. You better quit playing, bro.
And number two, a dude who punches dudes going down the middle of the field, man. Why would you want to go play for him?
So sometimes you gotta put your hands up. Why you talking about the bad kids, man? Why there's all the kids you know to play for?
They're grown-ups, they're professionals,
why
bro.
Why you talking about the weirdo to play for Jacksonville, man? Well, that's what I'm worried about. I ain't worried about the bullet two.
The weirdo.
I'm worried about that space cadet to play for Jacksonville, man. That's the one I'm concerned about.
I'm worried about his relationship more so than anything. Dude's a simp with that chick. He puts out.
I ain't gonna get too deep into the man relationship, but that man is a space cadet, man. Hey, there's the reason why you ain't heard Coach Prime like, hey, bro, you gone now, man. The sun shit over because you a goofball.
It's so wild.
the mentorship is over, my man. But yeah, Kenny. Oh man, speaking of goofballs, man, you ain't gonna never see a goofball at Trilogy Tattoos. Kenny Stubblefield. You can walk in and see straight up professionalism, man, from the walk in the door to the walk out. One area location out there on Howland, man. Been in the business for a long time, 27 years to be exact, man. When you're getting a tattoo, you're not just doing it for style, man. You're doing it to tell a story. Trust the good people at Trilogy Tattoos to tell your story for you, man. TrilogyTattoosMemphis.com. Check them out. Schedule them. Whether you're talking about tattoos, whether you're talking about piercing, you're talking about the best, man. The best in the business, and they've been their way for a long time at Trilogy Tattoos. With Kenny Stubblefield, it's time for the three-pointer, where we talk about three things going on in the world of sports. Let's get to it. Number one, let's start with my boy Shedeur, man. Holler out, you know what I'm saying? Holler out all this nonsense.
Is he going to make the team or not? Is he going to play flag? Is he going to play flag football for the?
He made the team, bro.
All right.
Hey, bro. Hey, this is all part of the journey, man. When my guy, you look up and my guy facing the league, man. I don't want to hear none of this.
All I'll say is Shedeur fans are becoming as obnoxious as Caitlin Clark fans.
No, we ain't, bro. We just ain't going like that. You ain't finna. Y'all ain't finna do my guy like that, bro. Y'all not finna do my guy like that.
The conspiracy theories coming out are wild, bro.
Hey, everything ain't conspiracy theory, bro. Some stuff is like what it look like, for real.
Come on, man.
Everything ain't conspiracy theory, bro. I'm gonna ask you, who had the best preseason game out of all the Cleveland Browns quarterbacks?
Shedeur, of course.
All right. Who did the most with the lease? Who was in the most messed up situation? As far as like who he was playing against, who he was playing with, all that type of stuff. Shedeur.
He'll be all right.
Come on, bro. Quit playing, bro.
Y'all got to stop with
the conspiracies.
What you see, bro. The conspiracies.
Ain't no conspiracy. It is what you see. It's what you see, bro. That's not a conspiracy.
No, the conspiracy theory is that the Cleveland Browns coaching staff told the Cleveland Browns offensive line, don't block for Shedeur.
Oh, no, I ain't. That's crazy. No,
they just
are. It's just dudes who got cut.
They were six. Come on, man.
Nah, that ain't true. I don't believe that. But a lot of stuff you are hearing is real. Hey, this right here is not true either, bro. The rumors are that Travis Hunter, that's all just people just
weirdos
making stuff to click, man. That's stupid. Don't buy into that, man. But play this. I can't believe I found myself retweeting RG3
video.
Play it.
They won't let me play it.
For real?
I couldn't download the video. The video is not. It said you cannot download this video. I don't know what happened. So
it's all good. Basically, RG3 was saying, and this is the part I really want people to hear. He didn't say anything any different than when you're talking about the Ocho Cincos, the Shannon Sharps, whoever, like, Derek Carr, whoever. He didn't say anything really different than what they said, except for he added that if you're trying to make it look like things are even, you're not doing a good job of it. Like if you do believe that this kid is somebody that you're truly making an investment in, you're not doing a good job of doing that. And that's either you're screwing this kid or you're just incompetent at what you're doing. And for him to come out and say that, like, that's real, bro. Like, that is real. If RG3 is out here championing this kid, it should make you think, man, something might not be on the up and up and how things are going. Are you serious, kid? How do you take the kid who the game he played with the actual, guys that are, your 1s, 2s, and 3s, he looked phenomenal, and you don't give him an opportunity to anything closer to that again?
What do you think the expectations were for him in this preseason? They got what they needed out of him. They saw what they saw. They know what they know about him now. Right. They don't know anything about Dillon Gabriel, right? He's been hurt most of the time.
He started the whole game.
That's what I'm saying.
They wanted to give him.
Shedeur had his moment already in the preseason. They know what they got out of him. So Dillon Gabriel, they gave him a shot one more time, bro. You sucked the first time you started and played the entire game. You sucked. You were terrible.
This game he did better.
Let's try it again. Let's see how you do with better guys. But they're not going to play him the entire time. So they're going to give Shedeur. Shedeur's already had his moment in the sun. They
put Shedeur out there with straight bums, bro.
I get it. I get it. But again, they're not trying to win those games. They're not out there to win those games. This isn't the regular season of the NFL season. This is them trying to figure out what they have with who they have on their roster. They know what they have in Shedeur. They're still trying to figure out what they have in that 5'8" midget in Dillon Gabriel. They don't know. They don't know.
Hey, McKinney.
And all that to say, Joe Flacco's going to start. It doesn't matter.
We know Joe Flacco. It ain't about all that. But it's right now with the game that Shedeur had. Even though I'm not trying to take any blame away from Shedeur. Shedeur had a very bad game tonight, and he was holding on to the ball way longer than what he needed to. He should have just been throwing the ball away, whatever he needed to do to avoid getting sacked. But like I said, I did not like how in this particular game they left the final taste in the mouth of the preseason was Shedeur looking bad because he's out there playing with me and you. You know what I mean? Right. So that part bothers me.
Yeah, no, I feel you. I feel you.
Yeah,
I just don't think necessarily. One of the things I don't appreciate is why don't you want a guy on your team that feels like he can be the guy? It's the conversations around Shedeur, saying, I want to lead a franchise, and folks are banging on him for that. And I'm like, bro, you want this dude to be like, yeah, man, I suck. I'm still trying. You know what I'm like? No, you want a dude who's got ultimate confidence in himself. And they already know that about him. They already know.
Yeah. Number 2, we're going to talk some Grizzlies stuff for a minute, man.
Hey.
Jaren Jackson Jr. Hold on, before you go there, take that down, man. Take that down.
Yeah.
I'm going to say this right here. No, Jaren Jackson Jr., come on. Jaren Jackson Jr. posted a pic over the weekend, getting ready to work out, man. Had already worked out with straight shoes on, man. He ain't had no boot on. He had the Nikes on, man. I was wondering what's that joint. You know what I'm saying? Live or Memorex, man. You know,
was that like an old picture?
I couldn't really tell. I think it's new though, kid. I don't think he would do something like that, knowing how people would respond posting an old picture of himself, just having to show his feet, right? I don't think he would do that unless he was letting people know this is me right now, working out without a boot. Jaren Jackson Jr., man, is priming himself to probably return really close to the beginning of the season. If he's working out in August and the season doesn't start until October, I really think that's a good sign that he's going to be coming back really early, man. You're talking about a guy who is definitely going to be in the Defensive Player of the Year run, especially if Zach Edey can contribute. Jaren's best years defensively has been when he's had, a full-time center like that. And I'm thinking that in Coach Isolo's system that he's going to look very good on the defensive end. And speaking of the Defensive Player of the Year, Kenny Stubblefield, the odds, man, we'll run those back again. Victor Wembanyama's number 1 at -185. Chet Holmgren at plus 650. Evan Mobley, the reigning champion, only Defensive Player of the Year, is at plus 1,600. Jaren is on down there a little bit at plus $3,500. But $3,500. I don't know where I got the dollar from. But Kenny, speaking of walking without a boot, Kenny Stubblefield, I was able to grab the Ja 3 over the weekend. Ooh. Kenny, this is top 3, man. One of the coldest shoes I done put on my feet, man. We were walking in Nashville yesterday, like I said, for Julius' event.
Have they ever seen any swag like that in Nashville?
And there was a guy pulled up in a car, like we're on the parking lot. Yeah. He said, "Man, them jaws hard, the motherfucker, bro." He said, "He said that."
Yes.
Yeah. But they are clean, man. Like this is my kind of swag, bro. I'm a solid tee, joggers, shorts, loud shoe. You know what I'm saying? This is a lot. It's max volume. If I'm talking to max volume at first, cause that mud loud, man. But bro, like the Hey, this is not an ad, bro, but these joints are hard, bro. Like, I will say that if you have a wider foot, it's gonna take some breaking in. Because even with me, they're pretty true to size. I got pretty cool toe room, in my opinion, but and I hate going up a size, so I got the 11. But they do fit snug. You got to break them joints in. But man, these joints are fire, bro. Like, and Wayno asked, are they light or heavy? They light, man. But I'm talking about like attention grabber, because Julie was like, she said, I kept one of my people were looking at my feet. She said, they looking at your feet. I said, yeah, you should put your jaws on, baby. I guess why I bought you big fine stuff, son. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, these joints, the Jaw 3.
That's nice.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. These joints these were not on swoosh. They on swoosh now because I ain't got no size left. But these joints about to end my life, man, because I'm being about some of these joints. Hey, I got big business I got coming up, man. I ain't got money to be spending on shit like this. Right.
Are those your favorite Jaws?
Without a doubt, bro. Easy.
Like, because some of those Jaw ones were fire, but like those are your favorite ones because the fit.
This right here, these joints just sitting around. This one of my favorite Jaw 2 colors. These joints right here. I love these joints when they came out. Yeah. Got that little Miami Beach type vibe to it. But this was a cold shoe to me too. But that 3 is nasty. Like, it's easily it's packing that 1 up real hard. But it's packing these up too. But it's just like, you know, to me, man, it's just the scratch.
What does that feel like? What is the claw marks, the graffiti? Like, what does it feel like?
Like a hard rubber, and it's like grip all over that joint. But they feel like that Zoom X right here.
Yeah,
that joint, you can feel it. It's good cushion on that joint for real.
Wow, those
and
are nice.
I wish I could have walked around Nashville a little bit more to break them joints in a little more. But I'm gonna do that in the city, man. But these joints, hey, I'm in love with that Jaw 3 for sure. Believe the hype. Anthony Edwards dropped his. He popped out of his shoes over the weekend too. They cool. I think they went backwards on them joints. I don't think they as clean as
You said they were not. You liked them. You just saw them in person or something, or
Nah, I saw them. You know, the pictures of them. They clean, but they don't look as good as the AE1 to me. They clean though. They clean. Because them Adidas shoes, man. Adidas is good. I heard Chris Ingram talking about this last night too. They popped on last night at 11 o'clock.
They did.
No Bluff. Right, it's a good episode. Go check that out. No,
I looked at my notifications and I was like, why is Bluff City Media live right now? Like, at 11 o'clock? I was getting into bed, man.
Like, Chris getting to you when it get to you. But I think that like a lot of the Adidas shoes, when you're talking about the Harden, when you're talking about the AE or whatever you're doing, like it doesn't, like you got this big Nike sign here, right? But a lot of them Adidas shoes, there's not a lot of branding on them, so it just looks like kind of a funky little shoe or whatever. So I think that kind of makes those shoes stands out. But I don't like the AE2 as much as I like the AE1. AE1 was hard, but that Jaw 3 though, bro, that mug is clean for sure. But number 3, Ken Stubblefield, scary story, man, that I saw. Saturday night before we get ready to head out to Nashville. Not many things just get me out the bed, like looking into them, like looking more and more into it. But I'm sitting here watching this story, man. Independent wrestling, y'all know I am an independent wrestling guy, and I'm watching independent wrestling stories about the independent wrestling show. And Memphis' own Rampage Jackson, his son Rajah Jackson. I don't know if he was born here or not. But,
he was not.
Okay, but Rajah Jackson, who's Rampage Jackson's son, was in an indie show. And are you able to get the video? You able to get the video footage? Yeah, let's watch a little bit of the video.
So, like, some background on it. Rajah Jackson is a professional MMA fighter.
He's an MMA fighter. He's not a wrestler. He's
just like his dad, right? And so Rampage has become, because had kind of had a career resurgence because of a kick deal.
Streaming,
Kick is a streaming deal where he's kind of gone popular, and him and Rajah are on it all the time. So Rajah has become a little bit more popular because of this streaming kick deal that his dad has. And so obviously they brought him to this independent wrestling show, and this is what happened. I'll play a few minutes of it. It's long, but I'll play it.
You don't know me?
Hell no. Yeah.
Hey, I think that's a little. Oh! Oh, you don't sell it? Easy. He's not a fucking worker, bro. Calm down.
Yeah, what the fuck was that?
You're good.
What the fuck was that?
You don't sell it? Dude, he's not a fucking worker, bro.
What the fuck was that? Hold on. I don't play that shit, bro.
Oh, sorry.
No, I will fuck him up, bro.
I know you will.
No.
We're good.
I will fuck him up, bro. I don't play that shit.
Sorry about that.
Nah, I will fuck him up, bro.
I know you will. So.
You!
Man, it's tough. It's tough.
I'm good. I'm
tough, bro. That whole thing is tough. And I definitely want to get your opinion on this. I know you are a MMA fighting guy. I know you really get into the sport. I have my answer, and I'm sure you have an answer too, because I'm a wrestling guy, and I've been behind the scenes in a wrestling show. Right. And I can kind of tell you what was going on in that first scene, right?
100%. Yeah.
Yeah. So where all do you think it went wrong? And we can kind of share our opinions on where we think it went wrong.
I think what went wrong is I blame Raja Jackson's people. Whoever was connected to get him there, I blame them, because clearly those wrestlers thought that was a work the entire time. They were trying to sell something. They were trying to push. He was going to go into the ring against that independent wrestler, Psycho Stu, and they were going to have him come in and engage with him like he did. What I think the problem is I don't think, especially a non-professional wrestler, a non-entertainment wrestler like Raja Jackson, I don't think he had any clue that it was going in the direction that it was going in. And so when he gets smoked in the head with a beer can, he's looking at it like he just kind of went into a twilight zone where he was like, just got pissed off and wasn't looking at it like a work like the wrestler was. Now, the problem I see is clearly there was some miscommunication on the independent wrestling promotion side, plus Raja Jackson's people, and there was a lot of alcohol. You could tell both those dudes. You could tell the wrestlers were drunk off their ass, like they were gone, bro. And so it was a clusterfuck of incompetent people all the way around. In my opinion.
It's so much stuff that happened in that particular thing, man. He came in as a streamer and influencer. He came in with that packed into his bag too. You know what I mean? He didn't just come to do an event. Like, he came live streaming.
Right.
So when the wrestlers saw this, and that's the thing too, man. Why are you back here? It's so much miscommunication, bro, with this right here. And I wish I got to get one of my wrestling guys on, man. Whether it be Bobby, Andy, Dustin Ford. It's so many. Dustin Ford. Dustin Starr. There's so many mistakes that happen here, bro. First of all, when he is coming back there with all that streaming and stuff going on, the wrestlers are assuming it's go time. Like, these guys, these are independent wrestlers, bro, and they're thinking, okay, it's go time. So when they see a camera running, it's showtime, right? So there was probably no communication from the booker of that show or the main guy for that show to let the wrestlers know, hey, this is not.
He's not working. He's not a worker.
Yeah,
he's not working.
He's not a worker. He don't really know what he's doing.
But clearly he was working, though, because he was going to go into the ring.
Yeah,
that's exactly. These independent organizations, these low-level organizations will sometimes use these streamers, these guys, celebrities like that, to bring them into the ring, to get some like pub on what they're doing. It was clearly what was not communicated was that stuff behind the scenes, right? Where Psycho Stu was supposed to like get at him, and I mean, you could see Psycho Stu was even like trying to, like, in the moment of that first interaction, he hit him with the beer can, but he had his hand, and he hit his hand with the beer can on his head, right? Like, he didn't smoke him in the head with it. Like, I don't know. It just was, it's incompetence all the way through.
All the way around, bro. Cause like, and my guy Johnny Dawson, he's a former wrestling guy. He's a current wrestler. He's former WWE, former WCW guy. He's from Memphis. He was talking about it. He said, man, the biggest fault is the wrestling company. Like, you don't bring He's like, man, you don't bring non-workers in to a wrestling show. Like you don't bring untrained guys in. This is the type of stuff that happens, man. And like you saw, the guy that broke it up was like, man, just chill out. It's a work. They made up after this. They said, okay, it's all good, bro. I thought we were going. My bad.
Yeah.
I didn't know. But then one of the guys who broke it up, gas lit, you know what I'm saying, lit it back up again, threw gas on the fire and was like, man, go get your lick back when y'all get in the ring. Because that's something that happens.
That's what they do. Yes.
If a guy goes stiff, let's say get it back. You get your lick back, right? You get your receipts. That's wrestling talk, right? You know, if a guy goes too stiff, I'm gonna get him back. And he told him that was ignorant advice, bro. If you recognize he's not a worker, he's a real shoot fighter. You don't go tell him go get your lick back, because his lick back is different, bro.
His lick back is different.
Yeah. And then he was on stream. I'm gonna tell you another person we ain't adding to the equation. I'm going to add to the equation as far as putting a battery in his back. He's on stream. He had chilled out, right? He had chilled out about all of it. He's on stream, and the people in the stream are putting a battery in his back because of what they just saw. So his ego's blowing up. His ego's blowing up. Bruh, cut these fucking live fucking cameras off. And I know that sounds crazy, being that we're doing a live show right now.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, bro, like, you get gassed up. And what do I tell you sometimes when there's certain things I need to talk about, Kenny? Certain things I feel like I might get emotional about. What I do? Cut my comments off, bro. I'm gonna cut the comments off, because I don't want nobody saying to distract me or bring me one way, left or right. You know what I'm saying? So that also happened. He's getting gassed up, and now the guy say, man, go get your lick back. Go get your lick back. And then when you get in the ring, man, with the dude, which was a planned spot for him to get back in the ring and do something with the dude, he beat the hell out that man, bro. And that shit was not fake, bro. That man, they said he beat the dude within an inch of his life. That's what they said. But because if you saw when he slammed him, dude was gone. He was out cold.
Gone.
Like
Immediately.
He was already, every punch he hit, he was punching a man that was unconscious. You know what I mean? So it's wild, man. A lot of people need to be held accountable for what happened there, including Roger, including the organization, including the wrestlers, man. Because they knew every wrestler there, when he hit him with that can and he didn't sell it and he got mad about it, they all should know, okay,
you abort the situation immediately. You say
this right now,
hey,
bro.
Man, end it right now. Like, you're not even getting in the ring.
Right. Yeah. And then when he got back in the ring, when they first did that slam, they said, like, oh shit, that ain't right. That man took 2-minute blows to the face before somebody reacted to that joint, bro. Like, it is a wild video to watch.
And again, I blame, I mean, like, if you're, let's be frank about it, dude. Raja Jackson snapped and lost his mind. Like that, you don't do that kind of stuff. And I would say, like DJ says, MMA and pro wrestling mindsets are day and night. That is not an MMA mindset. What Raja Jackson did is not what MMA fighters do.
Man.
Like,
because they ain't even with them. I've seen for watching the Attitude MMA fight. Shout out to them. Like, guys would be in there battling. As soon as that bell rang, they hugged up. Like, I was like, damn, you were just trying to beat that man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, yeah, man, it is one of the main issues with, I think, this culture that we have of streaming and I'm a big independent wrestling guy too, but you got to, like, be professional about the stuff that you do. Like, there's certain things we've had conversations. I've had conversations with people on Bluff City Media's network where I'm like, listen, we are an independent news media organization, a content creating organization, but we're going to have standards and levels of professionalism in how we do things. And it is clear to me that organization, that wrestling organization, has zero to allow the guys to get into the ring that are as drunk as they were. You could just hear it in the way they were talking. It's complete lack of professionalism. And then you bring in a guy who's a low-level mixed martial art fighter who is just famous because of his dad. It's a cluster through and through, all the way through. Now I'm gonna tell you what's about to happen, bro. Shout out to my guy Dustin Stark. He might tell me something totally different, and I ain't trying to knock nothing he got going on. But that was a WWID organization as well,
right?
Which basically means that's an organization that's kind of I don't know. I might get this wrong. I wish I had Dustin on today. I wasn't thinking. I think they kind of operate almost like it's an affiliate of the WWE. Like, it basically means that there's a guy on their roster that the WWE has an eye on. They identified him as being a potential WWE guy. So because of that, we kind of have to take your whole company you work with and kind of keep our eyes on them as well. When we need to pull up, they're ready for us to pull up. And that's a horrible look for WWE. That's Rikishi's organization. That's Rikishi's.
That's Rikishi's organization.
Yes.
Oh, wow. I did not know that.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like,
wow.
I wouldn't be surprised if you see this whole WWE ID thing just end. Because if that's ultimately going to get pointed up to them, man. You know what I mean?
As a guy who's involved in independent wrestling, especially here in Memphis, like how did that, like, did it piss you off? Like, were you like disgusted by it, or were you? How did?
Yeah, cause my first thing was, man, why is that dude in there like that? My first thing, why it took so long to respond? If they saw dude was pissed off for real, why did they let him do that? Then if he's sitting up there streaming, you know he got people in the comments, because the whole thing was that was from the stream we were watching, bro. Right. So you know everybody was gassing his ass up like, man, go beat that dude's ass. And then he was in there talking about, yeah, they told me I can hit the dude for real. I said, man, you gonna and it's just way too much going on, man, for sure. But scary story involving Rajah Jackson. And
I didn't like that story at all. Like,
man, that shit was horrible.
That was crazy. Yeah,
horrible, bro. But man, we about to take a break, Kenny. When we come back, inside the same brain, man. I know I'm gonna enjoy this one, man. This will be a good one right here. We'll see y'all in a minute.
In the heart of the Highland Strip for 27 years, Trilogy Tattoo has helped tell stories for Memphians for generations. Located at 530 South Highland, Richie and his team are waiting to help you tell yours.
From tattoos to piercings, your body art should be as unique as you are. Voted a Memphis Flyer top 3 tattoo shop in the city of Memphis since day one. Your story will be safe here at Trilogy Tattoo.
Open 7 days a week, Monday through Saturday, 11 to 11, and 3 to 11 on Sundays. They have convenient times waiting on you. Let Trilogy Tattoo help you tell your story. Looking for an alternative to alcohol or conventional medicine? Check out Ounce of Hope, a Memphis-based dispensary with 2 local stores in the Sanderland Center and on South Cooper Street. You can get all the products you need in a location convenient to you. Each store offers an intentional shopping experience with dedicated bud tenders to answer all of your questions, from product selection and mushroom blends to our personal favorite, the Delta 9 seltzers. You gotta try the Peach Buzz. Try Ounce of Hope at either one of their 2 Memphis stores or at www.ounceofhope.com for convenient products shipped right to your door. Use the promo code BluffCity for 15% off any order, excluding sale items. Cannot be used in conjunction with other promotions or discounts. One use per customer.
I'm just very, very curious about offense and how that's going to look. I think you're going to have big performances.
Yeah.
From guys that you're not necessarily hanging your hat on. A Curtis Givens, Julius Thedford, Hassan Abdul Hakim. Like you have to get some big offensive pop from guys that are outside of the top couple of guys, and I just, again, I'm not convinced.
At this point, does it feel like the roster is missing that dude? It does. Absolutely. The guy who's supposed to be that dude is in the middle of the battle of his life in court right now. Right? Like, and so yes, I think your is kind of justified. Like, I think it's warranted.
Tune into On the Bluff with Christian Fowler and Gabe Kuhn every Tuesday at 12 p.m. on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel.
All right, y'all, welcome back to the Anthony Sain Show. Make sure y'all go back and watch the beginning of the show. My guy, Sam Hardiman, man, dropping number of facts on y'all.
Yep.
No emotions, man. Straight facts on y'all about
really good stuff.
Really good conversation with him, man. Awesome dude, man. Sam Hardiman. Go check that out about the whole city and the FedEx Forum lease and all those type of things. Awesome conversation. It was one question I forgot to ask him too.
I wanted to ask him another question too, but I knew that we needed to get him out of there because he's got deadlines and stuff. But I wanted to ask him what was the conversations he's had with both Grizzlies organization and the city of Memphis. Like what was the tone and tenor of those conversations? Was there like annoyance or frustration with both of those sides, or was it, man, we're all working towards the same goal here? And that
we kind of asked him that though, because he said this. We asked him about, does it seem like I said, does it seem like he's in the finger pointing, or are they working together?
That's right.
Okay. I did ask him that. The question I had was, because at one point, man, a lot of the concerns with the whole money thing for FedEx Forum was, where's the money coming from, right?
Yeah.
So how did we get to now them saying it's all good? Because I remember they were talking about hotel tax and all those type of things. Those things, I think those questions were answered in the article though. So if you're looking for those, go check out the article and go check out Sam Hardiman's interview at the beginning of the show. Kenny Stubblefield, it is time for Inside the Same Brain, while I talk about what's on a brother's mind. Kenny Stubblefield, let's get to it, man. Kenny Cracker Barrel, man, has oh man, there's nothing I like more. There's maybe nothing I like more when racial jokes just make themselves get it. But I ain't gotta go there, man. It's just kind of there, man. Just pick it up and run. Just pick it up and run with it, man. Man.
By the way, on a scale of where do you put Cracker Barrel in terms of food?
Good as a motherfucker. After I ate this shit this morning, I had to soak up the last remnants. The remnants, man. I had to get it, but I don't know how many times I got left with Cracker Barrel as it is now, man. So I had to go and check it out today, man. Some places are saying they already switched the logo. The menu has changed. The old logo is out of here. Cracker Jack John is gone. He gone. Get his stuff on the menu.
What in the neutered European? What is this shit on the side, on the right side?
I'm gonna say this right here, but as a black man who does eat Cracker Barrel, cause the shit is busted. Their sausages can't nobody fuck with their sausage.
Oh yeah.
It's smoked sausage ground into patties. It ain't like the traditional. It's like a red smoked sausage ground into patties, which is incredible. Yeah. Their eggs with the Kobe cheese are incredible. Hash brown casserole.
Their pancakes are fire. Their pancakes.
Hey,
are
the
so
French
good.
toast is ignorant. Hey, bro. Bro, what are we talking? Bro, what are we talking about, bro? No, let me get some chicken and dumplings, man, or some.
Hey, y'all put in the comments. What are your favorite meals at Cracker Barrel?
Man, you can call me RG3 when it comes out of Cracker Barrel. I'm gonna be up in that joint. I don't care what y'all got to say. I ain't gonna lie, man. I kind of feel away, man. That they're getting rid of the guy, the Cracker Jack John. I don't know what is it. That's not the dude's name.
What is his name? Let me see. Cracker Barrel. Who's the old dude?
I don't think he got a name, man.
He has to have a name. I guarantee it.
But Kenny, I don't think you caught this in the story of the logo and the branding change, right? I don't think you caught this. Hold on, you distracted, man. I need you,
oh,
bro.
I'm here.
I don't think you understand what all this happened. Not only are they changing the logo and get rid of the old white man with the Cracker Barrel, they're also rebranding the insides of the restaurants. Like they're getting rid of the old post-abolition.
Are they getting rid of the fireplaces?
Bro, it ain't the fireplaces. It's the aesthetic, the decorations, they said they're getting rid of all this stuff. I said, damn. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I kind of feel away about that, bro. It's like having sex on an airplane, man. I like being in Cracker Barrel and feeling like I'm somewhere dangerous. I like the thrill of it all, bro. I like feeling like I'm somewhere I ain't supposed to be, man.
Hey, man. Yes, Mama's pancake breakfast is a must with the French toast, with the side of French toast.
French toast, bro. Christ.
Damn.
I had that shit this morning. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Hey, so I know who the old dude is.
What's his name?
Uncle Herschel.
Teddy Rose. Oh, okay, cool. For the Uncle Herschel's favorite.
I don't like it.
Hey, bro, I can put. Hey, you know me, man. I'm pro-black. I'm gonna stop anything black, any type of injustice. I'm with it. But man, hey, I play when it comes down. Hey, y'all could have kept that shit just the way it was.
Did you start? Hey, did you start talking different when you were in there?
Hell no. Hell no, code switch for shit. Oh god.
Exactly, DJ.
Hey,
exactly. Man, it said sex on a plane.
Hey, you know it's the thrill of it all, man. I'm not supposed to be here, bro. I'm finna enjoy this shit though. Oh man, it's almost kind of like medieval times. It's almost like
yeah. You ain't supposed to be there, but you're gonna have a good time when you're there.
You going back to a simpler time, man. You know what I mean?
Right. They're making America great again, apparently.
I get it. Of course, I'm getting off jokes, man. I get it. It's a new day, a new time. But it's almost like you're going to a museum. It's almost like you're going to medieval times or something. But hey, there's not been a point in my life where I did not fool with Cracker Barrel.
I don't understand it. Like, obviously, yes, they're trying to turn the ship around.
Mm-hmm.
But every time I go to a Cracker Barrel, no matter where it is packed, bro. Every time.
But you know what though? Let me say this right here. I'm gonna tell you a little known fact about Cracker Barrel, bro. One of them you probably know just from the aesthetics of it all is that Cracker Barrel is always you'll very seldom find a Cracker Barrel that's not right off the expressway or right off the highway. Right. You don't find them like just kind of. You're not gonna find them too far off the expressway at all or the highway. Right. That's because they are a tourist restaurant. Yeah, they're meant to be a tourist restaurant. And when you come into the store, they've got all the local stuff. You know, whether you go in Memphis, you're going to see Tennessee Vols stuff. You're going to see some U of M stuff.
Some Elvis stuff.
Elvis, Mississippi, Ole Miss, all that type of stuff. You'll find all those things in those local stores, right? With that being said, I think a lot of their business being down may be because traveling is also down. Like people aren't really just road tripping, and gas is so expensive. People aren't road tripping as much as they used to. And another thing too that's a little known fact about Cracker Barrel, I want to say that if not half or close to half, then they make more money off of that store than they do the restaurant. Like it's almost like equal. Yeah. And I want to say the store might do more than the restaurant side. But yeah, man, I wonder how that would affect if they change the aesthetic of the store. If they change the aesthetic of the restaurant, how would it affect the store costs as well? But yeah, where else can you get?
Always going for breakfast, never dinner. I've never.
Hey, bro, I've been for dinner, man. Matter of fact, I might be about to go right now, man. I ain't gonna lie. I might go get the chicken and dumpling with the pinto beans and the greens. I might go get that right now, bro. I ain't gonna hold you, Ken.
The chicken and dumplings are so good too.
Hey, that chicken dumplings get off. How you had them if you ain't never been for dinner though?
I might have been for dinner. I just remember having. I don't. Do they have chicken and dumplings for lunch? I've been there for lunch.
Yeah. That's what it is. You had it for lunch. Yeah. You're right. I call all that dinner lunch. It's the same menu. So yeah. But yeah, bro. Yeah. But I'm a Cracker Barrel guy. At one time, I was going at least 2 or 3 times a week to
really?
Cracker Barrel. Man, I fuck with Cracker Barrel hard, bro. Not once, twice a week, probably once a week. But yeah, man, I fuck with it hard. I went today. Might go back after the show, Kenya. But like I said, share your thoughts in the comments. Black people, are we really offended that they are rebranded? I think it's cool. I think that's progressive. I hope it works out for them. I hope that, because I hate for Cracker Barrel to not be here no more. They got a new steak. They got a new steak and egg breakfast up there too. Hey, Gabe, be killing that joint.
Tesha, they're going to start serving alcohol is what he heard.
They serve beer right now.
Do they?
I want to say they already serve alcohol, if I ain't mistaken. I think you can go in there and get you a drink, if I ain't mistaken, bro.
I've never been there where you can get a drink.
Hey, if you go in there and they start selling seafood bowl, man. Hey, they went too far, man. They went too far.
So who's upset? Are you telling me that
who's upset about everything, bro? MAGA's upset.
Oh, is it MAGA that's upset, or is it? Are you saying that? Because you mentioned black people, are you offended by this? Is this a common theme that you've heard? Like,
well, a lot of people say that Cracker Barrel is an offensive restaurant, and because they are an ode to a very distinct part of time, U.S. history, right? Yeah. And this man said Cracker Barrel Waffle House. That's such an easy answer, bro. Cracker Barrel is way better food than Waffle House.
Absolutely.
But So black people are offended by it. Plus, at one time, Cracker Barrel was getting like real like racist allegations, like discriminatory. You gotta think, bro. If you're road tripping and you stop at some Cracker Barrel in Scratch Head, Mississippi, ain't no telling what that shit is like out there, bro. You know what I mean? Like the experiences you're gonna get there. So a lot of black people were filing complaints about them. And just breaking news to people in the world, especially black people, any business that's been around for a long time probably doesn't think too much about us, which is why I'm not surprised by certain things that come out about certain companies. But yeah, man. But yeah, I had to make sure I went today, Kenny, because I want to soak up as much of the of the symbolism while it's still there, man. And I will definitely go check it out once they rebrand Cracker Barrel. I definitely want to see what the whitewash. I can't call it a whitewash. I want to see what the sterile version of Cracker Barrel looks like.
What's the story on A1 steak sauce?
It's why I don't use A1 steak sauce. I don't use steak sauce at all.
I don't use steak sauce either.
Yeah. Any steak I gotta put sauce on, man. Wrap that shit and get it back to him, man. I don't know what Justin's talking about. I know one thing. Steak sauce is something in a restaurant I'm definitely not gonna ask for because I don't want white people rolling their eyes and be like, look at this uncivilized mother asking for some goddamn steak sauce.
He said, didn't they get started in the Civil War? I have no clue.
They've been around for a while, but that's gonna be the next topic too, man.
Hey, speaking of Civil War, you remember me telling you a couple of days ago about my next door neighbor who has the Confederate flag up?
Yeah, Boss Hog, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the picture up here, but I found out why he has it up. Are you ready?
Because he's racist.
That.
Okay.
He says he's not though. He says I'm not racist. I'm not racist. But
okay. He just appreciates a simpler time in life, man.
A neighbor,
free labor.
A neighbor is selling their house, and he's trying to dictate who comes in the house or who doesn't, who comes in the neighborhood and who doesn't. Literally, word for word. That's what he told me.
He said it.
Uh-huh.
You confronted him about the flag, and that's what he said.
I did. Yep. Because I said I don't like it. I said I don't like it.
And what did he say?
He said I'm trying to keep the neighborhood in a good place. I'm keeping it up so that the right people move in is what he said. Here's my there it is. Boom.
Oh man, come on, bro. Take that down, man. Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
I'm not racist though, is what he said.
But it's sad, bro. And that means so many things. Like when he said that, he's meaning like that could be black people, which it probably is. It could be people who are advocates for black people who will be offended by a neighbor with a. Hey, he's trying to tell you, kid. Hey, are y'all buying or leasing? Y'all buying? Hey, bro, if you think this country ain't fucked up, bro. Exactly. Only in America, like my boy King Meek said, bro. Damn. That says a crisp American flag, like he just still got folds in that joint.
See, I'm kind of with him, G, on this. Overt racism is my favorite kind. Let me know off top, just where you're at, like where you're at.
I need bullshit on me, bro. Cause I'm gonna assume the worst about your ass. Then it got down with. Damn, bro, that is crazy, bro. But yeah, I still got a conversation concerning breakfast I want to talk about. I just can't get into it yet, man. No matter what I do, we just can't get into it. We'll hop into that tomorrow, though, man. We're gonna talk about pancakes, waffles, or French toast, man. Which way do you roll? That's still coming. That's coming tomorrow. I promise you, it's coming tomorrow. But for Kenny Stubblefield, this is Anthony Sain. We'll see y'all tomorrow, man, and we out.
Thank you for listening to the Anthony Sain Show. If you enjoyed this episode, leave a rating and a review wherever you download your podcasts. Also, like and subscribe to the Bluff City Media YouTube page. We'll see you back here next time.